Hey everybody, tonight John and I are just going to sit here and have a conversation with you. Whoever you are, we don't know who you are, but we just want to kind of vent about something, and talk, and yeah, Eli's sleeping and we're in our PJs and we're just going to talk. And I'm really emotional, and I have been for a while. This last week's been really hard for me. And anyway, so hopefully I don't cry. So John's just here for my emotional support, but
I have the shoulder to cry on.
yes. But this is mostly about me, and the title will probably be something like bipolar disorder or something, so you probably know what you're going to hear about. But I have bipolar disorder, and I haven't been officially diagnosed or anything, but it's pretty obvious that I do. Ever since I hit puberty and in my teenage years, I have had mood swings and, you know, my big ups and downs, and so we pretty much know that's what it is.
And it's in your family and stuff.
Yes, we're all kind of like that, which is crazy. And I just want to talk about it because it's nothing to be embarrassed about, and I'm okay with being open about it to complete strangers because I think it's good to find connections maybe with other people that suffer from the same thing. And I just want to show you that your life can be okay even though you have that problem. And we do daily vlogs. If you haven't seen them, you can watch our lives. It's not always perfect. We have a lot of ups and downs, and we try to show the good and the bad in our videos. And yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about kind of what my mood swings are like and why I think I have bipolar disorder. So yeah, it started when I was a teenager. I had really bad mood swings like most teenagers. But I would get so depressed sometimes I wouldn't go to school for a week, and sometimes I would just ditch class, and I hated everybody. I was just a grumpy old teenager. But
Grumpy young.
yeah, it's a grumpy young teenager. Sorry. Yeah, but besides that, I was depressed too. But I would also have these times where I was really, really anxious and full of energy, but like in a bad way sometimes. I was so anxious and worried about everything, stressed about everything, felt like I had no time for anything, and I just struggled and struggled. And my mom and dad tried to help so much, and they would take me to the doctor, and we tried different kinds of medications, and it always seemed like the medications made it worse somehow. The first one I tried, I felt like I could just stare at a wall all day and be totally fine. Like, time didn't matter anymore, and I hated feeling that way. Obviously, I had no life, so we tried another one, and that just made me super crazy. I mean, more crazy. So I just gave up on that for a while, and I thought I can deal with this myself. I was in counseling, and counseling helped more than anything. Being able to understand my problem and know when those ups and downs happen really helped me to deal with it better. So I thought I had a handle on it, and it was going okay for a while. Anyway, we got married, and I think the first couple months were probably a shock to my poor husband here because I had crazy ups and downs. And sorry, I thought I heard you. But so there's a lot of other stories I could tell in there, but basically, I started to realize that the ups and downs were coming about every 3 months. Every 3 months I would have like a month of being depressed and some really intense ups and downs where I would be really anxious and like over the top energy and stuff, and then I would just hit the ground. Like, I so depressed, have no energy, all I want to do is lay on the floor and cry. And so being pregnant with my son, we have a 10-month-old, when I was pregnant with him, things actually kind of balanced out, and my hormones, I guess, just kind of relaxed, and I don't know, I was pretty good when I was pregnant, wasn't I? And then afterwards, it was like I was a new person, I thought. I really felt like I was better. And so, for some reason, I forgot that I was like this. And so, when he's about 3 months old, it hit me again. And I couldn't figure it out. And I feel like the question that's always in my head, like racing through my head, when I feel like that is, what am I doing with my life? What is my purpose? What do I do? What do I do? Like, I need a new path. I need to change my life completely. And so that's, that's how I felt when he was like 3 months old. And I'm like, hello, I just had a baby. I'm a mom. This is exactly what I want to do. And so I got through that, thankfully, just having family to talk to. My mom is really helpful. I always go and talk to her. And yeah, she just reminded me that I am doing what I want to do. I'm being a mom, and that is fulfilling, and I got through it. And then it's been about 4 months since then. Well, so it was 3 months, and I started to feel this way again. So this whole last month, I've felt this way, and for some reason, again, I forgot. I forgot that I'm bipolar, and I don't know why that is, but it just hits me so hard because for the last 3 months, I have been so energetic. I'm like getting the house clean, and for the most part, and I have all of these projects, and I think I have all the time in the world. So I started a business, and I was so excited about it. I spent money to start it up, and I thought, oh, it's going to be fine because we're going to make it back. I felt like it was this revelation from God that I needed to do this, that it was my path, and I had all the energy in the world to do it. And so I started doing it, and I was excited about it. And it kind of failed. I mean, I hate to say that it failed because there's still time, but I mean, it didn't work out the way I thought it would because I have such high expectations for these things when I'm feeling really manic. And so, yeah, it didn't work out, and I feel really embarrassed by that and guilty and all of that. And so, another project I started is vlogging. And I thought, I want to be a vlogger so bad, and it's going to be great, and we're going to be so famous, and it's going to be so awesome. And I have these huge expectations. And then it doesn't really work out. I mean, it's working out, but I feel so let down because my expectations were so high. And the only reason I was feeling that way is because I was so manic at that time. So now it's hit me, and I'm at that depressed state, and I'm feeling just like a failure, and I feel like I need to find a new path, and I need to fix everything in my life. And it's just so weird that I forgot that I was bipolar, and I needed to be reminded by my mom. So thanks, Mom. But yeah, what else do I want to say about it? So I guess I want to know from you guys, if any of you are feeling this way, please talk to me. And it's because it's so helpful to me to feel like I'm not alone. And also, I want to know what you do to cope with it. Do you take medication? Do you do counseling? Do you just suffer from it? Let me know what you do. And what I'm going to do now that I've realized again that I'm bipolar, is I'm going to keep a journal of when it happens, and so I know kind of the schedule I'm on, so I can prepare for it. And so when it does happen, and I do feel super depressed after about 3 months, I will be able to say, oh, this is going to end in a week. So just lay around, be lazy for a week, cry a lot, and then next week you'll get things done. And so that's kind of my idea now, but I would love to hear from you guys. If you have any suggestions, or if you found a wonderful cure, please let me know. But I just want to encourage all of you, if you do struggle with this, you're not alone, and you can cope with it. And then I gotta say it, it's on my mind, so I'm gonna say it. If I didn't go to church, I would be a far worse person than I am. I mean, all week has been like torture for me in my mind. I mean, I think I've dealt with it okay on the outside, but in my mind I've been struggling so much. And then we went to church today, and all through church I was better, and I felt like I had a plan and everything was great. And we feel alone and we don't know our path, whether it's because you're bipolar and you might be a little messed up in the head or, you know, if you're just struggling in life. I know that there is a plan for all of us, and that our Heavenly Father cares about us and loves us, and that's just what I believe, and that helps me a lot to cope with this. Make sure that you are openly communicating to your spouse or your partner, because I know that it helps so much for us when I'm just like, please be patient with me this week because I'm really struggling. Then he will be extra patient, and that's what I need at the time, because I hate to say that I can't control my feelings and my actions, but I can. I mean, because I can. But it's insanely difficult. And if you're bipolar, you know what I mean. Or if you have any kind of mental health issues, it is difficult. It is so helpful to have a family around you that understands. So always keep the communication open. Always don't be afraid to say that you're having a hard time. And don't be embarrassed that you have a mental health condition, because it is not your fault. It is my genes' fault.
It's his ancestors. It's her ancestors.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. But it's really nothing to be ashamed of. I think that it's not openly talked about enough, and there's not enough support for us. So we just want to put it out there. I don't know if it's helpful, but
She's bipolar.
I'm bipolar.
Aren't you glad that I'm patient?
Yes. But I can still be a regular person, and I can still have a wonderfully happy life, even though I have this problem. And the earlier you can learn to deal with it, the better. And don't fight it. Don't try to cover it up. That will only make things worse. Just deal with it. Find ways to cope with it and live a normal, happy life. Thanks for watching. Please message me and talk to me. Thank you guys for watching and understanding and loving us. And we love you guys. And we appreciate you watching our videos. So please subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Say, oh, beep, beep.